It's day 3 of the Kari Sanford trial. We're learning new details about what happened the night of the double homicide as a witness who was there when it happened takes the stand.
Plus, the Wisconsin Supreme Court is changing who can legally carry concealed weapons in the state. Naomi Coles breaks down what that means.
And now the U.S. lawmakers have passed a $40 billion aid package for Ukraine. We take a look at how the new funds could impact the war. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Besides Kari Sanford himself, perhaps the biggest witness in the Arboretum homicide trial took the stand today.
Elijah LaRue, who says he was there the night Robin Kari and Dr. Beth Potter were killed and is also charged in their deaths. He told the court he wanted to own up to what they did. Brad Hamilton was there for the testimony. He joins us live outside the courthouse tonight. Brad.
LaRue did indeed testify against Kari Sanford as he sat on the stand for over an hour today, but he did so in handcuffs because he is in custody. Now, LaRue confirmed the night of March 30th that he and Sanford were together driving in Sanford's girlfriend's white van when Sanford made a stop at the victim's home. LaRue says that he didn't think anything of the stop initially until about 15 minutes later when Sanford walked out with a man and a woman at gunpoint. LaRue says that Sanford demanded LaRue drive them. Now, on the way to the Arboretum, LaRue recalled Sanford being agitated at both the man and the woman in the back seat, asking them why they didn't take care for their daughter. LaRue says that Sanford led both Kari and Potter out of the van, taking them to a grassy area in the Arboretum and shooting them in the head. LaRue admitted that he was scared the entire time, and it was clear in saying that Sanford was the person to kill both of them. The defense pushed back during cross-examination, reminding LaRue that he has a lot to gain from testifying against Sanford, given that he's also facing prison time. Now, LaRue was the prosecution's key witness here as, again, he put Sanford in the spot of killing both of the victims. Now, the prosecution is expected to wrap up sometime early next week, and then it'll be the defense's turn.
All right, Brad Hamilton live in downtown Madison. Brad, thank you. And, of course, stay with Channel 3000 and News 3 Now, both on air and online, for the very latest in the Kari Sanford trial.
Today, one of the defendants charged in connection with a 2020 shooting that killed 11-year-old Anissa Scott pleaded guilty to a lesser charge as part of a plea deal. 18-year-old Andre Brown pled guilty to an amended charge of first-degree reckless homicide as party to a crime and one count of attempted first-degree intentional homicide as a party to a crime. Prosecutors say they will likely recommend that Brown be sentenced to 40 years in prison. Brown's sentencing has been scheduled for September 12th. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast now. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti is on the weather patio. Gary?
Well, it's cloudy, it's cooler, but at least it's dry for now. We've had some light showers move through parts of the area, but you can see on visible cloud track there have been lots of clouds. Some of that resulted in rain up to the north of Madison, but right now just a few sprinkles are left, mainly to the east of town, and even those are dying out on high-resolution radar. High temperatures today were early this morning, 72 in Madison, right around midnight, 75 in Janesville. To the east, it actually made it to around 80 in the Milwaukee area, but temperatures have dropped now the cold front has come through. Madison at 64, Milwaukee at 66. Temperatures are in the upper 50s to around 60 to the north and west. By tomorrow morning, look for partly cloudy skies. Temperatures will drop into the upper 40s. Can't rule out an isolated shower tonight. Tomorrow, though, cloudy, chilly, high only at 55, and some scattered showers. A cool start to the weekend. I'll take a look at how long that wet weather might last in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. And breaking this morning, a state Supreme Court decision broadens who can legally carry concealed guns in Wisconsin.
The High Court overturned a lower ruling where the Department of Justice revoked a man's license after a domestic violence conviction. While the decision was unanimous, Justice Jill Karofsky called on lawmakers to fix what she called a legal loophole between state and federal law. Naomi Coles explains.
So basically, federal law bans concealed carry and gun ownership for misdemeanor domestic violence crimes. In Wisconsin, this type of domestic violence conviction has a different standard. It's a legal standard that state lawmakers from both sides of the aisle have actually tried to fix in the past to align it closer with federal law. But in the last session, the bipartisan bill didn't get a public hearing. I asked Democratic Representative Lisa Subek, who co-authored the bill with a Republican, about the argument that prosecutors should just avoid the loophole by using stiffer charges.
Domestic violence is incredibly complicated, and certainly there are options to charge with stiffer charges. I don't know that in all incidents that's necessarily the answer. Certainly, when somebody is a survivor of domestic violence, it can be difficult to have to get on the stand and testify. It's one of the many reasons that these cases are often pleaded down to lesser charges.
I reached out to the Republican chairs of the committees responsible for getting the bill a public hearing, and they did not respond to any questions. Now, on For the Record this Sunday, that's after Face the Nation, Representative Subek gets into the details of what this bill would fix.
All right, Naomi, thank you very much. Dane County Executive Joe Parisi released a statement saying he has COVID just hours before he was scheduled to attend a news conference about the status of COVID in the county. Right now, Dane County is still at a medium level of COVID spread. Health officials say a mask advisory may be put into place if COVID spread reaches the high category, but the mandate will not be reinstated. They say another mandate is unlikely because vaccines and boosters have become more widely available.
We have tools that we did not have in the past. And so that makes it a different situation at the policy level where we have things available to us and makes that requirement different than those strong recommendations.
Now, PHMDC says 63.8% of Dane County residents ages 5 and up are considered up to date on their COVID vaccines.
Health officials have issued another mask advisory for Milwaukee County. They say the county moved up to the CDC's high level of COVID community spread. That means all individuals, regardless of vaccination status or past infection, should wear a mask when indoors or in a public setting. New at 5, a federal judge has blocked a plan by the Biden administration to lift pandemic-related restrictions on migrants seeking asylum on the southern border. Title 42 allows border agents to turn away migrants using the coronavirus pandemic and public health as justifications. The measure was scheduled to end on Monday. In early April, the CDC said the policy is no longer necessary given current public health conditions and the increased availability of COVID vaccines and treatments.
Republicans are bringing their state party convention to the heart of Democrat territory right here in Dane County this weekend. The party plans to chart a path to beat Tony Evers in the fall.
But there are still some things to hammer out, like the party platform. Political reporter Will Keneally is here with the details. Will?
That's right. So the convention is at the Marriott West in Middleton. The platform that the party will approve there may be a blueprint for legislative priorities we see if Republicans sweep elections in the fall. Part of that plan includes having elections hand-counted going forward, a move that was panned by Democrats like Ann Jacobs on the Elections Commission, who said that unless Cinderella's mice are available, that's not a reality-based request. That said, Democrats did call for a hand count of the 2016 presidential recount, something that they did get. And as Republicans mull that platform, UW-Madison's Barry Burden says voters might see a better sense of the direction that the party is going after Sunday.
Is it mostly establishment figures who are attending and are really having a say, or do you have a lot of rabble-rousers who are unhappy with the way things have gone and really want to take the party in a more radical direction? That's one of the things that parties get to work out at their conventions as they figure out what they're about and who they want to be in the November general election.
So the other key piece of that will be debated this weekend is who the party plans to endorse in high-profile races like that for governor. Any endorsement for a specific candidate could run the risk of alienating a good chunk of Republican voters. The party may consider also a no endorsement option when they vote on the rules at the beginning of the convention. And some of the candidates are pushing against that option. We'll delve more into that at 6.
We will see you at 6, Will. Thank you. 4 babies were hospitalized in South Carolina because of issues related to the baby formula shortage. Hospital officials say 3 suffered allergic reactions because they were given a formula that was different from the one they were used to. And a 4th was given a homemade formula. Medical experts stress parents should not water down or make their own formulas.
These milk alternatives are not suited for infants. They're lacking in a lot of different carbohydrates and protein and fat, as well as vitamins and minerals.
The FDA says Abbott's Michigan facility is expected to be up and running again soon. The U.S. is also organizing cargo planes to bring in formula from Europe.
A $40 billion Ukraine aid bill is on its way to South Korea, where President Biden will sign it during his first trip to Asia. Chris Wynn explains how the new funding could impact the war.
The battle rages on as Russia's deadly assault of Ukraine injures week 13.
With every village or hamlet they take, the Ukrainians take one or two back. And so it's a very, very active, kinetic fight.
Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is accusing Russia of a deliberate and criminal attempt to kill as many Ukrainians as possible after a deadly Russian missile strike on a village in Chernihiv in northern Ukraine. Zelensky says the fight is particularly fierce in the east.
The armed forces of Ukraine continue the liberation of the Kharkiv region. But in Donbas, the occupiers are trying to increase pressure.
Russia claims almost 2,000 Ukrainian soldiers have surrendered at the Azovstal steel plant in Mariupol, which became a symbol of Ukrainian resistance in an otherwise Russian-occupied city. The wife of a Ukrainian fighter says they've had limited contact.
Now they are on their way from hell to hell. Every inch of this path is deadly.
Thursday, the U.S. Senate approved a $40 billion aid package to Ukraine. The legislation includes funding to assist Ukrainian forces and will help replenish U.S. equipment that has been sent to the country. The bill will also bolster funding for refugee assistance, including housing, medical and trauma support, and English language instruction for Ukrainians fleeing the country.
Anyone concerned about the cost of supporting a Ukrainian victory should consider the much larger cost should Ukraine lose.
In Washington, I'm Chris Wynn.
Today, the 32nd annual Law Enforcement Memorial Ceremony took place at the state capitol. A procession of squad cars made its way from Olin Terval Park to the memorial on the Capitol. Prior to the procession, the Wisconsin Professional Police Association served a breakfast to all of the visiting police officers at Olin Terval Park.
And next at 5, the Department of Justice cracking down on hate crimes.
Plus, a community gathers to mourn the first of many lives lost in the supermarket shooting in Buffalo, New York. And later, tonight's Hearts for Helping event is raising funds for the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County. Details on how you can help coming up at 6.
And a volatile session closes the week on Wall Street with the Dow ekes out a 9-point gain. The Nasdaq falls 34. The S&P up a little more than a half point. We'll be right back.
The best mattress deals in Wisconsin start now at Ashley. This Memorial Day, save $1,000 on Sealy and Serta. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic. Plus, get $300 in free furniture. Doorbusters up to 60% off. And special financing for 60 months. Starting right now.
Change it up and choose Dutch Boy from Menards. Get the best quality Dutch Boy paints at the best prices. Pick out the perfect color. We offer free custom color matching and tinting to create thousands of color options. And with Dutch Boy's easy opening, smooth pouring container, and no prep, no prime formula, transforming your home has never been easier. Dutch Boy Max Bond exterior flat paint is $34.98 after sale price and 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Dude, great ride. Right? This Silverado keeps me connected and in control. And this touchscreen is my command center. My command center.
The 2022 Silverado LT. Find new control. Find new roads.
Very well qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Violent and destructive riots in Kenosha. The Waukesha Christmas Parade tragedy. Record-high homicides in Milwaukee. From defunding our police to releasing violent felons with low or no bail. Liberal Democrats have created the worst crime wave in decades. Senator Ron Johnson is standing with our brave law enforcement officers to keep Wisconsin families safe. And he wants to keep violent criminals behind bars where they belong.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Hey everybody, who's coming to the big show? It's Fed Aid, Saturday, June 11th at Ho Chunk Gaming and Casino in Wisconsin Dells. An all-day outdoor event. Come out for classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles during the day and stay for the concert at night. Featuring country superstar Trace Atkins, Runaway Jew, the Mascot Theory, and Bev Killyman. All benefiting Heat and Housing for Heroes. Visit VetAidWI.com for details and to purchase tickets for Trace Atkins.
The savings do not get better than this. Ashley's Memorial Day sale starts now. Holiday doorbusters are up to 64% off, plus up to an additional 10% off at checkout. Furnish entire rooms for only $14 per month and special financing for 60 months. Starting right now.
The campaign season heats up. Tonight at 6, we'll have a preview of the state Republican convention happening this weekend in Middleton. We'll look at their agenda and the debate within the party over endorsements. That's tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
News 3 Now's Call for Action team is here for you, exposing scams, mediating consumer disputes, and getting results. Contact us by phone or on channel3000.com.
Call for Action only on News 3 Now.
We're taking action for you.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
The first of the funerals took place today for a victim of the mass shooting in Buffalo, New York. Attorneys are now considering going after the gun maker that produced the weapon used in that attack. Jerika Duncan has the latest from Buffalo.
After days of public grieving, the first funeral was held in private for Hayward Patterson, one of the 10 people killed in the mass shooting in Buffalo.
He was a good father.
Family and friends described the 67-year-old church deacon as a kind man who gave elderly shoppers rides to the top supermarket where the shooting took place. He was the father of 12-year-old Jake, who hid his face when his mother begged for the community's support.
He will grow up fatherless. He has to live even after this.
The 18-year-old suspected shooter has been charged with first-degree murder and could face hate crime and terrorism charges.
Hey, you're a coward.
A Buffalo law firm is representing the family of 53-year-old victim Andre McNeil.
The family right now is in a state of shock.
They're looking into a possible lawsuit against gun manufacturer Remington, which made the weapon used in that deadly shooting.
This weapon that was used, this AR-15, it's not a weapon to shoot rabbits or hunt deer. It's a weapon that was designed for war, to kill masses of people. And it should not have been allowed in the consumer market.
A similar lawsuit after the 2012 Sandy Hook school shooting recently led to a $73 million settlement. And while a legal victory may not heal the pain, the hope is to spare other communities from the kind of violence that has devastated this city. Jerika Duncan, CBS News, Buffalo, New York.
The FBI is now done gathering evidence at the scene. The company's president says the store will reopen, but it isn't sure when. It is the only full-service grocery store in that area.
Less than a week after that Buffalo attack, the Department of Justice highlighting new efforts to combat hate crimes. The efforts include hiring a DOJ language coordinator and a $10 million grant program, in part to fund special hotlines for reporting hate crimes. The White House's domestic policy advisor, Susan Rice, told CBS News the first step is calling out hate and treating it with the seriousness it deserves.
We are actively pursuing making sure that those that propagate hate are and those who act on that hate face consequences.
The NAACP has released its own response plan following the Buffalo massacre, calling on the Department of Justice and Federal Trade Commission to aggressively target misinformation on social media platforms that recruit young people to spread hate. A look now at a cooler weekend forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, Eric, last night there were rounds of showers and thunderstorms that moved through the northern parts of the area. Areas farther to the south saw very little in the way of rain, and you can see just how dramatic the difference was just over a few miles. There was a band basically from just south of Rochester, Minnesota, to north of La Crosse, and then to just south of Camp Douglas, and then all the way over to just north of Wisconsin Dells. Many places along that line saw rainfall amounts of around 4 to maybe 6 inches of rain. There was quite a bit of flash flooding in southeastern portions of Minnesota. But you go just south of that area and take a look at Richland County. Little or no rain at all. So you go from 3 to 5 inches of rain to nothing over the space of about maybe 30 miles or so. And basically the southern half of our viewing area got very little rain. Again, south of Madison, very little rain. I just checked our rain gauge here. We got exactly 1/10 of an inch of rain, and most of that was this afternoon. But again, the severe weather threat also stayed to the north last night, and you can see now on high-resolution radar just a few sprinkles of rain racing off to the northeast. That's part of the system that came through yesterday, bringing severe weather today into parts of northern lower Michigan. But to the west, you can see some light showers. This is what will be in here for tomorrow as another reinforcing shot of cool air moves in. Three things you need to know: just a slight chance for a shower tonight, but better chances for rain tomorrow into tomorrow evening. Temperatures will be chilly for the weekend. Highs only middle 70s for tomorrow, around 60 on Sunday, and will stay cool for much of next week through Thursday, with high temperatures in the lower 60s Monday through Wednesday, mid 60s on Thursday. Showers are likely Tuesday and Wednesday, and there'll be a chance of showers on Thursday. High temperature trend, though, shows a little bit of promise. Notice temperatures below normal again. Well, nothing new for most of this month other than the heat wave we had last week. But by the end of the week, as sunshine returns, temperatures should be back into the lower to middle 70s as we head into the Memorial Day weekend. So it's good timing for that. Current temperatures range from the upper 80s over parts of central Illinois to the middle 40s, even some patches of 30s over parts of western North Dakota, where there's actually been some snow. You can see that showing up here on the radar overlaid on top of this satellite picture. But the first front came through this morning and caused our temperatures to drop off a bit this afternoon. The second front generating those showers will be in here for tomorrow, and as that comes in, temperatures will be even cooler for tomorrow. Right now, we're in the 60s, but behind that second front, notice those temperatures dropping to the 50s and 40s. I don't think we'll be in the 40s for highs tomorrow, but we'll probably be looking at high temperatures perhaps in the middle 50s. So 55 for the high temperature for tomorrow, cloudy and chilly with some scattered showers. On future track, you can see partly cloudy skies tonight, temperatures dropping into the upper 40s. Tomorrow, high temperatures will top out in the middle 50s, and we'll see some scattered showers during the day. Showers will end tomorrow evening. We'll clear out for tomorrow night with low temperatures in the lower 40s, and then high temperatures will top out around 60 degrees on Sunday with partly sunny skies. Future track precipitation for tomorrow, the precipitation will be light, less than 1/10 of an inch in most areas, some areas even less than that. 7 to 10 day forecast, temperatures stay cool for much of next week. High temperatures only in the lower to middle 60s through Thursday, but then as we get sunshine toward the end of the week, temperatures climb up into the low to mid 70s as we head into the Memorial Day weekend, and there'll be a chance of showers and thunderstorms Sunday and a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm on Monday, Memorial Day. For some reason, our graphics aren't working for traffic, but right now we're seeing delays on the eastbound Beltline, the usual delays from around Monona Drive back to Verona Road, and we're seeing some delays in the westbound Beltline heading out of Madison. All the major highways are in pretty good shape right now. That's your News 3 Now First Horn traffic.
All right, Gary, thank you. And next at 5, even if it is a little cooler, why tomorrow is an especially great day to take your kids to a local park. That's coming up next. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Horn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Vitense Golfland offers a free Top Tracer golf range experience. Obtain valuable shot information with warm-up, track your shot history with My Practice, play virtual golf, long drive, points game, go fish. Only at Vitense Golfland.
Dude, great ride, right? This Silverado keeps me connected and in control, and this touchscreen is my command center. My command center.
The 2022 Silverado LT. Find new control. Find new roads.
Very well qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
3 days only. Shop the spring bonus sale at Grand Appliance for up to $1,000 in additional savings you won't find anywhere else. Save on all kitchen packages, like this 4-piece Frigidaire stainless steel package for just $19.98. Or this LG package with 29 cubic foot French door fridge and convection range with air fry for just $28.96. Shop grandappliance.com or a store near you. Grand Appliance, the appliance experts.
As of 2022, TSR Concrete Coatings has coated nearly 11 million square feet of concrete, and we've completed over 15,000 jobs. If we haven't met yet, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and here we transform your old, cracked garage floor from this to this in just one day. We don't just coat over your old concrete. We grind it down, apply our base coat and chip, and then seal it with our own proprietary sealant that will never chip or peel. And our floors are ridiculously easy to clean. All of our coatings are covered by our exclusive lifetime warranty, and we have our own in-house team ready to answer any questions you may have before and after your install. To learn more or get your new floor, visit the website or call us at the number shown below today.
One day floor.
Summer's here, and it's time to refresh your space, indoor or out. Get an incredible 25% off Slumberland low prices during our huge memorial sale at Slumberland. Explore our comfortable living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, patio, and more. Pay no interest for 5 years and get free doorstep shipping. Are you sleeping in pain but dread mattress shopping? Come to Slumberland, where each bed is rated for back support and softness. It takes all the guesswork out of finding your perfect bed.
Vitense Golfland offers 2 golf and multi-sport simulator suites. Play great golf courses with unmatched viewing clarity. Play different sports, such as football and soccer. Have fun with Zombie Ball. Vitense Golfland provides simulator fun for everyone.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Tomorrow is Kids to Park Day, a national day of outdoor play.
Research shows that playing outdoors can improve children's physical and mental health. Serena Marshall has more.
Today, the classroom for these Virginia second graders is the great outdoors.
Oh, look, it's gonna go in the water. They're really good swimmers.
Cool. Yeah. I've never seen a snake before. They're making new friends on the farm.
This is snowball.
Getting plenty of activity, all while breathing in nature.
What do you like the most about being outside?
I like to go and play. I like that the air is so fresh.
Lots of wildlife out here. It's part of a program from the National Park Trust, which organizes Kids to Parks Day each year on the 3rd Saturday of May.
To just get outside, get outdoors, and have fun with your family.
The health benefits of playing outside are many, according to pediatrician Dr. Danette Glassy. Children are more active, have less obesity, and better motor development.
There's a whole lot less myopia for kids who play outside. That's that nearsightedness. Then kids who play inside or look at screens a lot. There's all these mental and emotional health things, less anger and aggression, better learning outcomes for kids who are playing outside more.
The American Academy of Pediatrics reminds families they don't need to travel far. You can enjoy nature in the backyard or at the playground.
Children who spent more time outdoors or engaging with nature are more proponents of the natural world and better stewards of our world.
My favorite part of being outside is going on a field trip and seeing different animals.
Discovering and exploring, and wild about nature. Serena Marshall, CBS News, Accokeek, Maryland.
Go to kidstoparks.org to learn more about Kids to Parks Day and to find events near you. We'll get a final check of your weekend forecast when we come back.
Big Memorial Day savings start now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save up to 40% off doorbusters and special buys. Plus, get special no-interest financing for 12 months. And it's starting right now at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley off the Beltline in East Springs Drive.
Impatience is a virtue. When you know what you want, waiting isn't an option.
New Balance Madison, we got now.
When you drive a Honda, the adventures go on and on. Follow your adventures with the rugged power of Honda. The brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
When an inland hurricane called the derecho cut a path through the Midwest, we learned some lessons. We learned that most buildings cannot withstand 140-mile-per-hour winds, not to mention most oak trees. We learned that when your roof is gone or there's a tree in your living room, even 8 hours is too long to wait. But most of all, we learned that in hardship, people take care of each other. And that has been our silver lining.
What's at the top of your home improvement list? Did you say better insulation? Because better insulation makes everything you do in your home better. Even just walking in the front door on a hot day. So get ready for summer now with USA Premium Foam. It keeps the hot air out, the cool air in, and your electric bills lower. Call now before our busy summer season and get $500 off whole home insulation. But that ends May 31st.
USA Insulation.
I'm Sarah Godlewski. I'm at the Supreme Court where it looks like Ron Johnson is going to get exactly what he wants. Overturning Roe v. Wade, reinstating Wisconsin's cruel abortion ban, and putting doctors in jail. But that's not what Wisconsinites want. We don't want politicians making healthcare choices for women. I'm Sarah Godlewski, and I approve this message because as your senator, I will never sit by and allow our rights to be stripped away. Join me. Let's fight back and defeat Ron Johnson.
The savings do not get better than this. Ashley's Memorial Day sale starts now. Holiday doorbusters are up to 64% off, plus up to an additional 10% off at checkout. Furnish entire rooms for only $14 per month and special financing for 60 months, starting right now.
And we'll go back to Gary one more time for the weekend forecast.
Kind of gloomy out there right now. It's been cloudy all afternoon. Temperatures have been turning cooler than other cold fronts come through. See some showers and thunderstorms out over Lake Michigan into lower Michigan, but across southern Wisconsin, just a couple of sprinkles, mainly east of Madison. Temperatures right now mainly in the middle 60s. Look for an overnight low of about 48, just a slight chance of a shower tonight. High 55 with showers tomorrow, 60 on Sunday, but warmer as we head toward Memorial Day.
All right, we're back in 30 minutes for News You're Now at 6. The CBS Evening News is next.